Yeah, I don't think that I've done this before, so we'll see if this works well or not. I am going to be eating uh, pancakes in between things while I stream. I had a late morning and did not get stuff done as quickly as I'd expected. So we'll see if this is a problem or not, but hopefully this is not too bad for everybody. And I'm killing Discord. Let's see. Have other stuff running that I don't need? I don't think so. Close this. That's okay. This also. I think that's good. I'm going to have to do the usual. Move things over because of the shift. So let me figure out what we got here on that. I never remember. I used to be able to line up with text, but now it's way off of. Uh, so I used to be able to open a notepad window and there's a little text at the bottom that says what line and column you're on and all that. And I used to be able to line my streaming software window up with that. So I do the notepad as a full screen, just big white basically. Then I pull the streaming software over, lining it up based on text on that. I can't do that anymore because my monitor is a larger size. So there's literally no way for me to line up with a text because the text is smaller and it's beyond again. Hey, kids, welcome. Just trying to figure out once again where I line this up. And I don't know what the answer is. I'll try this and see if this works or is a problem. We'll see. Let's see. It's off by a little bit. Let's see. Okay, so about this far. Like that. I don't know if that's right or not. It's a weird thing now because I have monitors with different resolutions. So moving something so far on one side doesn't necessarily. Wait, it looks like it worked, so we're good. I'm going to do something that I have not done before. I was saying a little bit just before you jumped on, which is I'm going to be eating pancakes while I play. So we'll see how well that works or how messy it ends up being. I don't know. I'll try not to talk with my mouth full. We'll see. I had a slow morning getting ready, and so for me, it's morning anyway, and so I am a little bit behind, and so I'm still eating on the stream. I need to somehow distract Fuller and get him outside, right? But I'm not sure how I do that. I think the idea is that I don't remember her name, that one girl who could be a model, get her to talk to Fuller and meet Fuller somewhere to discuss doing modeling, and then when he's out, I can go inside. But that's a problem. I have to get the pictures developed for the girl that he previously photographed at like the very beginning of the game, and get those developed, and then I have to show those to the other girl, who then will go, oh yeah, and then you look legit, so let's set up set up some kind of modeling appointment, and then she'll talk to Fuller. Angelina, yeah. So I have to figure all that out. I figure out how I do that. I'm not sure yet. I was going to in between last time and this time, and I've not really thought about it. I was going to, and I completely forgot to take some time to see if I can figure things out. So. I guess I probably want to, well, I don't know for sure, but I probably want to come back here, see if there's something here I can do. Since she would be the one I would want to do something with so that I can get photo paper, right? So, oh, crap. Really? Wait, why? It was showing. Why? Damn it. Yep, thanks. Thanks, sorry about that. And now my right monitor has decided it doesn't want to display. She's just freaking... This is annoying. Come on. Show me the thing so I can manipulate it. Force it to display instead of being dumb. Ugh, that monitor is annoying. I'm going to have to take the monitor in and get it fixed or something. It's doing... Why? Are you flipping out? Stay focused on this. Holy crap. So you saw the black screen, so I had to tab over to turn it on, right? So then when I go back to the game, or when I want to go back to the game, my monitor decides to sleep mode. That's why it's broken, apparently. I'm going to have to take it in and get somebody to look at it because it's garbage this way. Anyway, so it's apparently decided, oh, it's time to sleep. No, it's not time to sleep, but it thought so, so it went to sleep. So I had to go back over to the other monitor and reset the monitor that was sleeping so it wasn't. And then when I tap back to the game, it goes tab to the game, tab out of the game. It's... I don't know what's happening. Like, all this random extra junk should not be happening. Anyway, what I was going to say is I probably need to go talk in here to this girl because... I don't remember her name. I don't care. Anyway, because... she needs to leave the counter open free or something so I can get the packages. Or I need to distract Fuller enough that I can get downstairs and get photo paper. But I didn't see it outside of that room where he was, so probably. Anyway. Hey, you there? Or Rick, welcome. Why don't you, I don't know if I have it on Twitch or not. On my YouTube channel, I have a business email listed. If you want to send details there, that'd be fine. And then I can look at it there and we can discuss maybe. I'd rather do stuff like that that's more businessy through that email. So if you go to my YouTube channel, it's same, Zexor Weglin. If you go to my YouTube channel and then go to About, when you're looking at my channel, then there should be, I think you might have to click it first to reveal it, but there should be an email address there. Send to that email address, and then we can discuss it over email. I'd rather not, actually. Like I said, I have that business email, so if you do that, I'll go that way. If that doesn't work for you, then thanks anyway for the offer. If that does work for you, then email to that business email. I have both. Twitter probably would be better. Go ahead and send to Twitter, I guess. You can direct message me there. I'm not seeing anything here that I don't know what I would do with her. No, no, I. So you want me to tab out of the game and manually type it to say no? Just you can look it up, okay? I'm sorry. I appreciate that you're trying to reach out to me, but I'm not gonna pause what I'm doing to make an arrangement. You're reaching out to me, so you need to find my contact information and reach out to me that way. Um, yeah, I don't. I think I need to get back here, but I also don't think there's anything I can do right now. I mean, it's fair that he wants to get in contact with me, and it's fair that he's, I appreciate the hustle, but I have a particular way I want people to contact me, so I'd rather he just use that. I'm not going to make special concessions for one person and then I have to make it for other people, and then pretty soon it becomes a big headache because people think, well, this is the normal way, but I can also do it through this. I'm not gonna bend. You're gonna have to do it the way I've set up, or you're not gonna reach out to me. So it is what it is. Yeah, I don't think there's anything here. I thought maybe, but I don't. I'm trying to think. Let's go back to the army guy, his shop, just in case, the junk shop. But yeah, thanks, Rick, for the offer, though. I do appreciate it, and I hope to hear from you. But like I said, you'll need to contact me one of those other ways. Mm, why would I want radio? I don't think I would right now, right? Mm.
I don't want to get drunk.
I don't think there's anything more in conversation with Eddie, is there?
I don't want to talk to him at the moment.
God, I didn't think so. Mm.
A good idea. But how do I get the laxative into the bottle without
That's it.
damaging the cap?
Yeah, I need to somehow get the cap off or get it in the bottle. Um, so one thought I had, one sec here. One thought I had was I could potentially steam the cap off. The steam would heat up the metal enough that it would be loose and I could pop it. I could put the laxative and then put it back on, and then it would cool and the metal would contract again. But I can't get this. I can't get that to light. Like he won't put it on. Turn it on, so. Yeah, they're good. It's paleo, and then I have some peanut butter and sugar-free syrup on them.
The water will start to boil and steam. As I'm not much of a tea drinker, boiling water isn't much use to me.
So I don't know how I'm going to get that off because I'm not seeing a way for me to create steam to heat the bottle cap. So I don't know what else I would do. It's a metal bottle cap, not like a cork with wine or something. So I can't inject. I'd have to actually get the cap off before I could do anything.
A cheap ballpoint pen. Ugh, complete with teeth marks.
There's nothing in drawers here, right? Yeah, no. Maybe I do hot water through the sink? No.
I had a shower here this morning, and Mom laid on a huge breakfast. I ate some of it, for her sake.
Yeah, I can ask her for a bottle cap? I don't know.
I don't want to bother her while she's working.
I don't know. Okay. Okay, so last week, Kissy, you said you had some ideas of things to try. What were some of your ideas?
That's the entrance to the police station. I never feel too good in the face of the state authorities.
So we don't want to enter there, okay. I know earlier I tried, earlier in the game, and did not enter, but I wasn't sure about now. Yeah. I think it's right. I don't know how I'm going to do it. So I think laxative in the pop might be for Rosie, but I don't know how I do that. Excuse me. I think I've looked at everything in here, right? Yeah, this is the one we would say should do modeling, right? And then try to convince her that we're legit because we've got the photos from Fuller of Angelina that you had mentioned earlier, Kissa. I don't see anything in here to click except Rosie and then the customer. So if that's true, then it's going to be either something from my inventory or something I have to get from somewhere else. And again, I don't know how I'm supposed to get, if that is indeed the step here, the laxative into the orange soda. I don't think I'll have a new conversation option with her, but let me see. Maybe I do.
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
See, here's the photo paper. But to get the photo paper, I need a note or a receipt from Fuller. That's the problem, right? So to get the photo paper, I need a receipt from Fuller. But to get a receipt from Fuller, I need Fuller to leave. But to get Fuller to leave, I think I need to get this customer to do photos. So it's a
Forget
problem.
it. It's okay. First of all, I need Angelina's photo prints. I'd be a joke turning up without them.
See, I can't go directly to Angelina to ask her because I don't have the photo prints yet. Like I can't say, "Hey, can you tell him that Fuller took pictures or what?" I can't do that because we don't have the photo prints. So it's all like kind of in a circle. I'm not sure. Talk to her and take note. Okay. I did last time, but I'm probably forgetting what we had talked about then. Let me do it now.
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
Okay, so photo paper first.
The other package for Fuller. There must be photo paper in it.
Could well be.
Well, can I have it?
Sure. Note, please.
The collection note? Yes, I don't have one.
Then you'll have to ask your boss for it. Nothing goes out of here without a collection note. You got me?
So that's for the photo paper, and then for the package generally.
Is there maybe a package for me there? Darren Michaels?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought the other package was for Fuller. I thought both of them were. Oh, thank you. That's probably why I was not progressing, because I didn't get another package for myself.
Nope, nothing there.
Oh, there isn't.
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
So there's nothing there for me. What? That's confusing. So she says, yeah, there is one. And then she says, no, there's not. What?
Couldn't you just go and look once more to see whether or not there's a package that's arrived for Darren Michaels? It has to be there.
Am I trying to nab? Ah, there we go. I had to do it in the
The
meantime.
lovely Rosie hasn't noticed, and I'm now the proud owner of
Nope,
a blank
nothing
collection
there.
note.
Okay. That's what it was. Yeah. I didn't see that the first time. I see it now. Thank you. I was like, how? What? That doesn't make any sense, but it makes sense now. Now I use the pen on this to write up stuff.
Good. I filled it out. One package for Fuller at his address. I hope that does it.
Okay. Now. Here. Take the note. It's
Hey,
that
Rosie.
close.
Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
Oh, well, I thought. Okay, fine.
I wanted to pick up Fuller's package with the photo paper.
No, please. I can't accept that.
Why not?
It's not signed.
Fuller has to sign the note?
Stupid. The mailman, of course. Fuller should ask him tomorrow morning. He probably just forgot when he was posting the note through Fuller's door.
It's not possible for me to wait till tomorrow. Thanks.
Yeah.
It did a little foot, like, it flashed a photo icon briefly and then went. So I don't know. I would have thought that meant conversation, a new conversation piece with her, but
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I
it's
see.
just
What do you
that.
want?
It's just the photo paper again.
Forget it.
So maybe not. So I think maybe go back to Eddie now. I wonder if he'd be willing to sign the note. Nope. Okay, who is... Oh, maybe I could talk to him. Maybe
I don't want to talk to him at the moment.
Okay, somebody probably has not gotten their mail yet, I'm guessing, right? And so then I would need to talk to them to get a signature. Doctors usually have really sloppy signatures, right? Maybe I can get a doctor to sign it, and then nobody can tell who it actually is that signed it. And so just assume, fine, he has bad handwriting. Maybe.
Hi.
Hello, Mr. Michaels. What can I do for you?
Have you seen the mailman by any chance?
Yes, he was here earlier. He brought your mother some get well cards.
Ah, okay. Thanks. See ya.
Goodbye, Mr. Michaels.
So the diner maybe next? They're in the same area. Maybe he hasn't quite made it to the diner.
Mrs. Biber?
I'll be right there.
Has the mailman been here?
Yep. Puck was here taking his lunch break, but that's already some while back.
Where could he be now? I really need to speak to him.
I'm guessing he's probably in the health center.
Okay, so I guess I just went backwards in tracking the trail of clues because I was just in the health center. Literally, and he's already been there. So where else? I go here. Will he show up? No. So if I talk to Eddie, maybe.
I don't want to talk to him.
Nope. So who would I still try? So she's obviously said he's out and about. Plus, he's not going to deliver here. Because he's already... Like, this is basically where he gets the stuff to deliver, right? Or even if I say that, where he delivers so you pick up package here. Package is already there, so he's not been there yet, right? I think. Don't get anything here. Hospital... Go back to the hospital again, I guess, but I don't think beyond, because she said he'd already been there, so I don't know. I wouldn't expect he's anywhere else, but maybe. Let's see. Can I see him in the cameras or anything? No.
I'm not.
Mortuary? No. Mom's room?
The news of my mother's accident seems to have spread quickly. A couple of people have already sent flowers.
Aw, that's sweet.
So many greetings and get well wishes. I think she's very active in the community. She's probably got a lot of new friends here. Lots of different people have sent my mother cards. This one's signed P. Puck. Wait a minute. That's the mailman. The mailman signed it. So now I've got a sample. I think I could forge his signature really well.
Okay, so I'm on this, that.
Okay, good. I've got the original. I guess the signature is kinda half-decent.
Well, we'll see if it works. If it's kind of half decent. Like, I mean, you know. And you're not gonna put his greeting card back or his well-wish card back for her? What a nice guy you are. Okay, sure. Now let's try again. There we go. Let's try again. I caught up with him and got it, so screw you, Rosie.
Hey, Rosie. Hard at work, I see.
What do you want?
I wanted to pick up Fuller's package with the photo paper.
No, please. So how did you manage to scare up the old fart?
Yeah, I bumped into him in the town.
You were lucky. Here, Fuller's photo paper.
Much obliged.
So now I need to develop the film, which means I need to get Fuller. Wait, can I don't know. Let's see if I can. I don't know that I can sneak in still, right? Because he's there. But let's see if maybe I can sneak in from the back. Maybe I could.
There's no point sneaking in again. I've got to lure Fuller out of the shop first, so I can take care of Angelina's photos.
Yeah. So how? Oh, but the photo paper is not just normal photo paper, right? This is stuff from the photo shoot. Yeah.
First of all,
Oops, hang on.
First of all, I need Angelina's photo prints. I'd be a joke turning up without them.
So still no? Okay, so what do I...
An A4 size package. Fairly heavy. Either it really is photographic paper, or it's full as dirty mags for the week. I better not unpack that here. Better in the dark room.
Yeah, so... I do still need to get Fuller out somehow. Eddie doesn't like Fuller, but I don't know that he would do anything for me for free. So what... Let's see.
I don't want to talk to him.
Doesn't want to talk to him anyway. Okay, so... I can't do anything with the car on the street, right? Nothing there. That's the road to the main square, so that's not going to be it either.
The grill is very heavy and rusted into the concrete. It's gonna take a lot of force to open it. Why should I do that to myself?
Don't really have a dark room available except here, I don't think. I'm trying to think. So obviously not the post office or whatever where I picked, or the shop where I picked up my, well, picked up Fuller's package. So not there. Not at our mom's house. Not at Eddie's place. I can't talk to him to, if there were that possibility, so I don't think there's going to be anything there. Not at the diner, not at the hospital. Can't get to the hotel yet. I assume it's going to need to be a phone call or something. I don't know how I can use the phone here. I guess maybe I can call on this phone. I don't know if... Do I have Angelina's number?
I'd be better off trying to persuade that motor mouth from the tourist office to call Fuller. Nah, he'd recognize my voice right away.
From the tourist office, huh? I don't know if that's a hint or it's just a joke. I think it's a joke. Let me see.
I can't think of anything I could talk to Rosie about. Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
That's fine.
Nothing. Okay. You think... I already tried Eddie, right? And he doesn't want to talk to him at all? Because I was looking for potentially another dark room or something. Let me do it just in case. I don't think so, though,
I don't
right?
want to talk to him at the moment.
Yeah, so nothing there. Okay. I don't think we can get Mrs. Biba to do it.
I don't want to bother her while she's working.
Yeah. So no on that. That'd be a negatory over. So I don't think we could do the hospital. The receptionist there is not going to call for me, I don't think, right?
I don't want to stop her from doing a job right now.
Yeah. Who else? What other characters are there around town? So Rosie and the customer, and I can do neither of those. Eddie, we don't want to talk to. Obviously, I cannot do Fuller. Mrs. Biba, I cannot do. The receptionist here, I don't remember if we got her name or not. Anyway, she cannot do it. Can't do it from home. I mean, I'm positive it's got to be the customer. We just have to get photo prints, but I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. I don't think that anything over here is going to have changed, right? I'm sure we'll get nothing new from the cameras. Yeah. Already got the soda from there. Doesn't want any more. Back over here. I don't know what the deal with the scales is either. We haven't been able to use that at all this whole time, but it has a hand, like a grabbing icon. So there's got to be at some point we want to use the scales or get the scales, but I don't know how we do that.
No change. She's breathing peacefully and evenly, but no sign that she's conscious of what's going on around her.
I was trying to see, it looked kind of like she might have had a smile, but I think it's just a flat expression with her lips. No, nothing there. If we had... Oh, it's not going to work either. I was going to say, if we had a tape recorder, we could get a sample of somebody's voice, but what are you going to do? You call Fuller, use the sample of the voice and nothing else, and that's like, how are you going to... It seems like way too complicated for something like piece together a word somebody else says or something, so... Mm.
I bet that's an original radio set from the Second World War. It definitely doesn't look much newer.
All just examining. Hmm. No. Smash into the window, maybe, or something. Not gonna use this. He says these are full bars. These are just wire cutters. This doesn't work. So, obviously not that. He says that before when we tried it. Oh, there's the game notebook too, right? Let me see. As long as Fuller's in the store, there's no way I can get to the film without him noticing. I need to get lure Fuller out of his store. Maybe the nurse will take care of it if I hand over all the payment transfer slips. Paperwork isn't my thing. I thought I... Did I not finish this? Why is this part not crossed out? So with Angelina's picture's got to be somewhere in the store. Fuller throwing me out has complicated things. I need to get the film and develop the pics in secret. Semester break. Fuller's store haven't flipped out yet. A bleak little coastal town, the main job. Rundown photo studio, the complete joke of the boss. Mom's well-meaning suggestions every morning and every evening, and that's going to be the pattern for 3 weeks. How semester break was over already. What a morning! Just met the most unbelievable woman, Angelina. It was so kitschy, like in some awful old movie. I didn't know what to say. I was so nervous. Damn it! I think I was even blushing. Unbelievable. Nothing like this has ever happened to me before. There's a page torn out. I don't know what that's about. My mom. Typical mom. She's not even lived here for a year, and she's got herself doing half the town's community work. Dr. Newhouse, who I met in the diner, wanted to meet up with Mom to buy some paintings from her. She still hasn't turned up. Is she getting a bit forgetful? Yeah, but I don't know if we could find Dr. Newhouse somewhere. I don't think so. Who's the stranger? Some guy sneaking about the neighborhood. Came across him in the diner, and I've just noticed that he seems to be following Angelina. I ought to keep my eyes open. I'm going to see Angelina again today. I'm supposed to go to the hotel to take Fuller's pictures to her. Obviously, she wasn't bothered about him putting me down right in front of her. I've got a feeling that Angelina is being followed. There's a guy creeping about the place. He's also been talking to Fuller. Mom in hospital. We just brought Mom into the hospital. She must have fallen, and I hope she gets better on her feet again, or back on her feet again. We were never all that close, I think, but she always did her best. I was no easy kid, for sure. I found some monthly bank transfers at my mom's. They come from a place called Willow Creek in England. Mom used to live in England. But who would send her thousands of dollars every year? And why? Okay, yeah, and these are just diary notes, I guess. So now these are tasks. Did this, did those. So this, I have to get the film developed in secret. It's got to be somewhere in the store, but I gotta get in the store in the first place to do it. Lure him out of the store. So there's some way to change my voice, but I don't know how I would do that. Um. Okay, why don't you give me a hint? I'm not thinking of how I could change my voice or get somebody else to talk on the phone. If I had something with helium in it or something, that would be different, but I don't. I'm obviously not going to drink Photo Developer or Fixer. Those are poisonous. Vinegar doesn't change your voice. I also don't know if these change your voice, by the way, but vinegar won't change your voice. Soda won't change your voice. The other option is I could just look up a walkthrough for the one thing I need. But if you happen to know offhand, Kiss it, I'll just rely on you. Otherwise, I can look up, like I said, the one thing that I apparently am missing in the walkthrough. So if
I'd be better off trying to persuade that motor mouth from the tourist office. Nah. He...
I mean...
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes?
That's fine.
Okay, so no. No, it was on it. Well, since I'm here, I guess that's fine.
Mom's into music. That's one.
Bedroom.
A nice one. Quite classical. And it looks quite expensive for Mom's taste. You can swivel the telescope.
Okay, I don't know if there's anything with that. I mean, I know you're not trying to give stuff away, Kissa, but inspect everywhere is kind of broad. That could literally mean anything, so I'm not sure that's really would count as a hint, but that's okay. Okay. I mean, that's kind of the whole nature of point and clicks generally, right? Is inspect everything. So obviously there's something I've missed inspecting somewhere. Side street. Already looked at that, right? Yeah. No. It's the customer again. Oh, in the hospital? Yeah, it's definitely possible I missed something in the hospital. It's possible I missed something everywhere, right? But yeah. Ah, magazine. Yeah. Okay.
Oh well. I'll take the fashion magazine here. Oh, and the auto magazine.
And the thing is, I've already looked at those, but I didn't. So I didn't think he had anything more to say about them. Okay, so maybe just show her. Maybe. We'll try that, and if that doesn't work, then I can do. No, try something else. Too much stuff. The thing doesn't.
Look, I've got a few of Fuller's earlier works.
Really? Show me! Which pictures are by him?
Oh, that one there. Oh, and there too. Oh, and here's another one. Exactly. Yeah, that one here.
They're really wonderful.
It was all just for the money. In reality, he's an artist, you see. But the project here in Biddeford is his real passion. Living incognito amongst us common folks, working on his masterpiece. Can you imagine what an effort it must have been for such a cultivated and refined man like Fuller to play a primitive, stinking, sweaty asshole?
That's true art.
You should call him. He could photograph you in your car up on the cliff top.
Now?
Yeah. Unfortunately, I've got to hurry, my lady. I've got a deadline to meet in Dallas, you see.
Oh, of course. I'll call from my car phone and arrange a photo shoot.
Oh, excellent. But don't let him realize that you know his true identity. Who knows what that do to his artistic spirit?
I understand. Thank you so much.
Some people are so.
Oh, no
gullible.
problem. Shall we meet here again this evening?
Agreed.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and I will point out I noticed just because I thought it was kind of funny, not humorous so much as odd, but when they were showing the subtitles while he was talking, he said "milady," but it was spelled Malady. That's malady. Malady is not the same thing. A malady is like a sickness or a disease or something. It's not the same thing. Milady is Milady. I know it's a small spelling thing that a lot of people wouldn't know, but milady, spelled the other way though, and it doesn't. He basically called her a disease. That's so I thought that was kind of funny. He's like, no, of course we'll work for you, disease lady.
That's a postcard of Biddeford. It's very useful for getting from one part of town to the next. But I first want to see if Fuller has really left the store. I ought to go straight there.
So I have to manually do this apparently because it won't let me use the postcard to travel. Fine. It's not that far away, so I guess it's okay. Idiot.
And there he goes. Now I ought to have a few hours to get Angelina's film and develop some pictures in the darkroom.
Yeah. Thank you, Kiss. I appreciate the hint. That was the one thing I was like, literally I just need to convince her, but there were no more conversation options. I was like, so where, how? And I'd looked everywhere, not everywhere, but I'd looked a lot of places, but I'd not looked at the hospital. I looked at like in Eddie's junk shop. I was looking for something, right? Something that maybe could anyway. Isn't there? Oh, it's way over on the right. I see. Sales area, dark room.
Okay, I can develop Angelina's film here. And then make some prints. Let's see, what do I need to develop the film? the film with Angelina's pictures on it, and developer fluid. There ought to be some fixer around here, and the developing drum is there on the table.
Yeah. Well, and that's that. I've said this. I believe I've said this multiple times in the past, so this is nothing new. The tricky thing with point and clicks, it's also one of the reasons I love them, because on a live stream, I have a limited amount of time before it turns boring potentially for viewers, right? So that is a disadvantage of doing something like a point and click on a live stream. It's not a problem. I enjoy playing them, and I don't have a problem doing them on live stream, but I do worry a little bit in the back of my mind, is everybody who might be watching getting bored because I'm just sitting while I'm trying to figure stuff out. Where if I do an uploaded video, I've already sat for like 30 minutes or something to figure something out, and then when I upload it, before I upload it, I just edit and cut that part out. So you just go from here, transition to here, where I'm not thinking about it anymore, so it's not super slow and potentially boring. Anyway, so with a stream, that's one of the difficulties. But what I was going to say is, with point and clicks in general, the nature of them is such that, although you could probably tell, well, and I appreciate that. I just, you're not the only person that watches these, although with my viewer numbers, maybe you are one of the only ones. But you're not the only one who watches these, and I do worry not about you. I know you're supportive, and I appreciate that. But I do worry about, my overall audience, like more people potentially not finding it very exciting. But I do appreciate that you find it interesting. And I do too. I mean, if I'm watching somebody, I don't really watch a lot of gameplay videos on YouTube, but if I were going to watch someone play a point and click or something, I wouldn't be bored. I might be talking to myself like, no, dude, go there, go, no, you didn't go, okay, well, let's not do that then, I guess, or whatever, maybe. But I wouldn't find it boring. But that doesn't mean that everybody has the same perspective as I do, right? Anyway, but yeah, so the drawback is if the point and click people are thinking, do this, this, and this, and that's how you get to this next thing, but my thought process is, do this, this, and that, no, that didn't work, do this, this, and this, no, that also didn't work, and somehow I'm not quite matching up with what their thoughts were, then I won't find the thing I'm trying to find, right? So that's a challenge with point and clicks. It's one of the reasons I enjoy them too, because I have to think, like, rework my thoughts and try to figure out, well, how am I going to go about this differently? But it also presents a difficulty because sometimes you just don't figure it out. I try, like you've seen, as little as possible to look things up or to get hints or things, but that doesn't mean I'm beyond saying that I might not be able to. Yeah. Well, and that's, you cannot please everybody all the time. It's definitely true. So I'm not super concerned about that. Developer dish. So I want to dump the developer in there, I'm assuming, right?
First of all, light off.
Oh, okay. Oh, it already had red. I guess it wasn't dark enough. I guess that makes sense.
At the moment, there aren't any films I could develop.
Oh.
An A4 size package. Fairly heavy. Either it really is photographic paper, or it's full as dirty mags for the week. Ah, nice. 50 sheets of top quality photo paper.
Okay. I don't need to do this on somewhere where it would take the photos from now. Okay.
The sheet is lying in the frame. The distance of the lens from the paper seems fine for the picture to be projected properly. The paper's ready. Now it's just the film that's missing. I have to put that in the top, then I can expose the paper.
because it's the film in the camera. Where is the film? Is that going to be out? I guess I just picked up photo paper. I thought we have photos somewhere. It's a tripod. I don't see a camera lying around. Window. See, I'm surprised we ended up like getting the wire cutters, for example. I'm surprised we didn't have something like that just down here with all this junk, but I guess whatever.
The screen?
Whoops.
I can't just rip up the screen. Fuller would notice immediately. But the screen can be pushed up out of the way. I just have to open these clips somehow.
Open the clips.
The photo backdrops are made from some kind of heavy material. The wire cut.
I don't know where the clips are that he's talking about. So, it may not be in here anyway. Let me go back up just in case. I need to find the film, and I don't know where he put the film. Back room? It's gonna be in here, maybe? I don't know. He's a creeper is the problem, right? Because he's this a creepy guy. Oh, the safe thing. Might be in the safe.
It might be that Fuller put the film of Angelina's pictures in the safe before he drove off to his shoot. The safe is locked. Of course, even Fuller worked out what a safe is for. The safe is locked.
Okay.
Alright, let's see. But I need to get a move on. Fuller's had a clock built into it, so there's a time limit.
What?
That was the 5th number, but nothing's happening. The combination must be wrong. From the beginning again. The first number...
Okay. We're just gonna save over the top so I don't have to, like, go back here from... I don't have to redo much, so I guess it doesn't matter. Whatever, it's fine. Okay, so I'm gonna have to... Let me turn the volume up on my headphones. I guess I'm gonna need to listen for clicks and stuff.
Alright, let's see. But I need to get a move on. Fuller's had a clock... Hey, that sounds good. Yes, there you go. Aha, a film cartridge. Those will be the photos of Angelina. Well, apart from that, there's just a few papers, a folder, and, whoa, a pistol. I'd better leave everything where it is. As soon as I've developed the pictures and made copies, I'll pay Angelina a visit in the hotel. I could really do with a bit of a distraction. All right. Now I've got everything I need to develop the films. Let's go.
You naughty boy. You can quickly scroll through object inventory with the help of the mouse wheel. Yeah. Oh, so I could just do this. Yeah, that's true. I didn't even think about that. Mouse wheel would make it easier than the other. Okay. Thanks. Appreciate it. Oops, not what I meant. I'm glad you enjoy it, because if you didn't enjoy it, then you wouldn't be hanging around, so that's good. Okay, so I want this. It's not the color, it turns gray. So where am I putting the film? I need to put it in the roller. Let's see. Oh, you know what? It's a cartridge, though. Maybe I need to...
The undeveloped film with Angelina's pictures on it. I've got to develop it and then make prints from the nags. Then I can take the pictures to Angelina in the hotel. The paper's ready. Now it's just the film that's missing. I have to put that in the top, then I can expose the paper.
The top? Up here? It's gray this entire time, so I'm obviously not looking at the right place. This would be the top up here, though, right? But it's not... Maybe I just click up here?
The paper's ready. Now it's just...
No.
The paper's ready.
Oh, there we go. Developer container. I know next to nothing about
The film is in the developing drum.
photographer.
The developer's still missing.
So, pardon my lack of knowledge. I really don't know how to do like any of this. Some of it with in a situation like this where you're doing the general
That's enough.
high,
The developer also has to be diluted.
when you're doing the high level things, it's not that big of a deal because obviously developer goes in the developer tray. I mean, it's just logic. But the actual practical application of stuff and how long you would actually time and all that, I have no idea, right? I have to rely on a game, something like that, to do that for me. My brother actually, I believe, is quite well versed with developing film. I know next to nothing. I never needed to, and so never tried. Well, I have water in here. You're not going to dump the water from here to dilute that? What do I... Oh, do I dilute it with... fixers to stop it, though, right? Oh, water dish?
The dish for the water bath. After the picture becomes visible in the developer bath, the development process is stopped in the water bath. So far, the dish has only got developer in it. The developer still has to be diluted. It's much too concentrated for the prints as it is.
Is that where I put the fixer? No. I'm sure I don't dilute it with soda. That's ridiculous. I've never heard of soda being used with photography. Unless you're, thirsty and just have it on the side. Of course, maybe, but... Oh, vinegar. I wouldn't think vinegar either, by the way. Or laxative. So, how do I dilute? It won't let me to full kettle. full tea kettle. So I cannot...
Kettle's a good bit heavier when it's filled with water.
It's filled with water. But I can't do that. So I'm not gonna be able to do that. Then... Oh, distilled water's here on the ground. Interesting. Okay, so that's what I need. Is distilled water, not tap water.
There's a bottle of distilled water. I'm gonna need that if I'm gonna make pictures from Angelina's film.
Note how, however, this was lying here, not picked it up yet, but he said he had everything. Well, you didn't have everything if you need the distilled water. But okay, so this is what we'll use to dilute it, not the water from the kettle. So water from the kettle will be something for something else later, obviously. Okay.
Great, just as it should be. A dish with about half an inch of diluted developer. A bath of diluted developer. I have to lay the exposed paper in the bath until the picture becomes visible. The longer I leave the picture in the developer, the darker it'll get. The film is in the container. I made sure that it wasn't too tightly rolled so that the film is in the container. I made sure that it wasn't too tightly rolled so that the developer fluid can reach all parts of the film's surface.
I don't remember right-clicking again, but I guess I did. Okay, so film's in the container. I've filled this with the diluted developer. What now? This? Maybe.
The paper's ready. Now it's just the film that's missing. I have to put that in the top, then I can expose the paper.
I really wish I knew how to develop film now, just so that I could figure out what the next step. I have no idea what the next step is. Water dish? Maybe. That'll stop the developer
The
process.
dish for the water bath.
Okay. Sure. Because I don't have the film anymore. I've already put the film in the container. So what am I waiting for? Like, I'd think either I would have a grab icon here or something so I could take this out, put it in the developer, but I don't think so. I think this is where that's going to go. So there should be something like a lever, I don't know. Not a lever, but whatever. Something that would make this flush through this so it would start developing the film, right? Or something. I don't know. I don't know how this works, so hell if I know. Do you know how it works? What do I click to get it underway? I'm not sure. Let's see what else there is. Whoops, no. Don't want to do the paper basket. I'm not throwing anything away right now.
A completely normal waste bin. I'll make a note of that in case.
Oh, what's this? No, it's paper basket. Trash basket. Could do this, but I need the film ready first, which means it has to go through the developer, which is what I'm trying to figure out. How do I get it to actually do something with the developer? Since I don't have the film on me anymore, it's not like I'm gonna be... It's not like I'm needing to put that in now. I don't see anything else to click. All of this is developer dish. All of this is developer container. I don't know what's next. Honestly, in Martha is Dead, it was easier than this. What am I? All right, hang on. Give me a second here. I'm going to. Oops. Here. Let me briefly do this. You don't have to watch this whole time while I do it. I will remember this time to turn it back on here in a second. In fact, we'll do this. There. So I'll just switch it back that way here in a minute. Put the film in the enlarger. Hang on. Okay. Put distilled water in the water dish and on the developer dish. Oh, I need to put it on the water dish as well. See, I didn't. This all. Okay, it's gonna be a multi-step process as I try and fail stuff. We'll see how well this turns out or not. All right, let's try this again. Okay, so apparently I need to do distilled water also in the water dish.
That would be the stop bath.
I guess that makes sense. I mean, you need water in the water dish. That makes sense. I guess I need to do this also in the container, not just over here.
Good. Now the developer's oxidizing. It gives off electrons, which are then picked up by the silver ions in the light-sensitive layer of the film. The more light that falls on a location, the stronger the reaction, and so the place then turns darker. In short, the film is now being developed.
I'm glad he's doing the timing on his own,
Okay,
so I don't have to.
I guess the film has to be developed now. So, that ought to do it. I'll pour out the developer. Now the fixer's gotta go in to stop the film from keeping on developing. Oh well, that's the end of the fixer. But what was left ought to have stopped the development process. I hope everything's worked.
Okay.
So far, so good. The film's developed. That's the first step. Now I have to make the prints. Let's see. I need photo paper and an enlarger. That's over there. Then I need developer. There's still enough in the bottle.
Now I put these in the top. Okay. Do all this other stuff first. Like I said,
The
complete
film has been
novice
put in.
when it comes to developing film. I have no idea how any of this stuff. I mean, I understand the science. Like he was talking about the electrons interacting with the silver. So I understand that. I just am saying I don't know what step you do in what order, and I don't know any of that stuff.
Then let's have a go. The longer I leave the lamp on, the more contrast the picture gets. Let's try it. Okay, I think that's enough time.
I was guessing at 10 seconds. I was kind of watching it slightly change over the time, hoping that that was going to be good. We'll find out, I guess. No, stop. I'm not leaving. Okay, so I do this. Jeez. I don't even know. Okay, I'm going to save this temporarily. Probably should have saved it before. Whatever, it's fine, I guess. If I screw it up, then I could just reload. Although, I guess I could probably just put it in the paper basket. It probably doesn't matter that much, but still. Okay. Let's go here.
Here we go. I have to take the sheet out as soon as it has the correct brightness. Too early, it stays too light. Too late, it'll get too dark.
Is that good? I don't know. Then I need to put it in this, right?
Huh. The picture's got too much contrast. But the brightness is good. I shouldn't expose the paper for so long next time.
Okay, so I guess I had to do it again. Maybe 5 seconds?
The sheet is lying in the frame. The distance of the lens from the paper seems fine. Okay then, let's try again. I have to measure the exposure time exactly. Too short and there won't be enough contrast. Too long will give me too much.
We'll do 6. Oops.
Okay, I think that's enough time.
7. I was to the side, didn't click it as early as I wanted. We'll find out if that was bad or not.
Here we go. I have to take the sheet out as soon as it has the correct brightness. Too early, it stays too light. Too late, it'll get too dark. Huh. The picture's got too much contrast. But the brightness is good. I shouldn't expose the paper for so long.
7 seconds was too long. That's what happens when you click to the side and you're not trying to click to the side. God dang it. Okay. Say that again. Okay. Yeah. You're gonna say the same spiel as you do every time because literally nobody cares, but fine. Okay.
Okay then.
Okay. 2, 3, 4.
Okay. I think that's enough time.
We'll see if 4.5 seconds is good or if that's still a problem. Okay.
Here we go.
I count as talking as part of the time
sheet out
also,
as
but I'm
soon
not
as it has the
counting.
correct
I
brightness.
count after he finishes
Too early,
talking, so
it
that's why I
stays too
let
light.
this play out.
Too late, it'll get too dark.
Okay, now let's see. It's like a mini game that you can screw up easily if you're not careful.
Ah, the contrast is good and the brightness is right too.
Okay.
But the picture itself is garbage. I can't do much about that. Maybe some of the other pictures are better.
Oh, for crying! Am I gonna do it
Well,
again?
at least the exposure and development times seem to be right. I'll try it again.
Oh, for crying! Really? It's gonna be one of the more annoying parts of the game. You have to repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and
The
repeat.
sheet is lying in the frame.
Okay.
Okay then, let's try again. I have to measure the exposure time exactly. Okay, I think that's enough time.
If the picture itself is garbage, isn't that on Fuller for
Here we
taking
go.
a bad picture?
I have to take the sheet out as soon as it has the correct brightness. Too early, it stays too light. Too late, it'll get too dark.
I can't see how that's different though. It's the same photo.
Yes, I've really got it now. Brightness and contrast are correct. If Fuller only had any idea about photography, then maybe even the picture would be good too. Maybe the next one. This could well take some time.
Thank you for fast forwarding finally.
36 pictures, and not
crying out
one of
loud.
them actually any good. How can a guy take a beautiful woman like Angelina and then photograph her so badly? But I can't do much about that. The pics have been snapped and I gotta take them to her at the hotel. At least I get to see her again. And it's also not my fault that the pictures are bad. What the? Mrs. Biba? Can I help you, Mrs. Biba?
Oh. What are you doing here? I thought you quit.
Yes. Yes, I have. I'm just picking up my stuff.
Oh. Right. Is Fuller there?
No, not at the moment.
Then can you give him this? Give it to him personally. As soon as he gets back. I gotta go.
She is in an abusive relationship, and it really is rough listening to her get all nervous and flustered about.
I feel sorry for her. There's something not right going on here. Could it help me get one over on Fuller? Huh. But I can't put Mrs. Biba in danger. She gives the impression she can't take much more. If I could secretly open the envelope, then I could look at what's inside and put the envelope in the mailbox later. That would keep Mrs. Biba out of trouble. But how can I open the envelope and close it again without Fuller noticing?
So now I could steam the envelope probably right at home. That there. Then I could do the envelope.
Hey, the steam could undo the glue. Huh. Let's try.
Oldest trick in the book. Still haven't fixed it, by the way. You can
It's
still do that to
steaming.
this day with envelopes.
steam's loosening the glue. Got it. The paper hasn't torn and the glue still sticks. I can reseal the letter. But first, I want to see what's inside. Holy, that's gotta be $1,500. There's some kind of blackmailing going on here. Mrs. Biber hates Fuller, and she didn't want her husband to see that I gave her a letter from him this morning. It would seem he knows nothing about it. But what's it about? Sex? Ugh, surely not with Fuller. Something to do with the diner, or from Biber's past? I'd love to send Fuller off to jail for blackmail. But first I gotta find out what he's blackmailing Mrs. Biber with. But tomorrow's another day. I'll put the letter in Fuller's mailbox and get myself ready for my date with Angelina.
Date? You're not dating her, bro. Just because you're gonna go give her the pictures. I mean, that might turn into something. She did seem like she was, you know, decently well disposed to you. Like, didn't find you as a creep or something. So there's that, but I don't know. Call it a date. So I guess I want to maybe, whoops, not what I meant. Maybe put that in the mailbox first. Where is the... random lady? I was like, oh, maybe this is important cutscene. No, it's not a cutscene. It's just a random lady.
Angelina's photos have been developed and Fuller could come back at any minute. I'd like to see the look on his face if he did.
Oh, right. Duh. If I'm going to put it in the mail, I just want to drop it off at the post office, huh? Okay, so I want to give this to you.
I can't think of anything I could talk to.
Oh. Or maybe not. Do I do the... Let me look at my diary. Thank you for reminding me about the diary also. I forgot that I had that to tell me some stuff that I might still need to do. Just go back to the beginning of my quests or tasks. Make sure I've not missed one. That's done, that's done. Done. Okay, I need to film in some photo paper. I do find this hilarious. Talking about how the pictures aren't good, but the game developers are talking about how the pictures supposedly are not good. But they wrote the hint on top of this drawing, making it very difficult to read. That feels like a mistake, but okay. The pictures aren't good, but Angelina's waiting for them anyway. Let's go to the hotel. So I know I need to do that. I just want to make sure there's not something else I need to do in the meantime. If I read Mrs. Biba's letter, then perhaps I'll have something on Fuller right here in my hand. On the other hand, I don't want to hurt Mrs. Biba, so I've got to open it without it being noticeable and then seal it again. I ought to chuck the letter in Fuller's mailbox. The whole thing stinks so much. Wouldn't be doing anybody any favors if I held onto the cat. Okay, where's his mailbox? I went to his thing. I didn't see it. I must have... Somehow I completely missed. Let me find his mailbox really fast. Where is... Oh, this? That's just the door to his store, though, right? I mean, there's a mail slot here, but it doesn't... Maybe that's what I do anyway, though. Let me try that and see. Maybe he'll just do it. He just didn't highlight mail slot, so I didn't... And when I was here first time, I didn't notice the mail slot. There.
Hopefully he doesn't take too much pleasure in it.
Yeah, because he's a total scuzz. I hate him. I really, really hate Fuller. They've really done a good job of portraying him as this really bad guy. So if he gets his comeuppance, I am completely good with that. All right, let's see how his date with Angelina goes.
The hotel seems to have few guests, but in this season you'd normally expect a bit more to be going on. Maybe the others have seen the weather report. There's a storm getting up, and who wants to be stuck in a hotel on the Atlantic in the rain? Both cars have Maine plates, so maybe they aren't even guests, or maybe they're rental cars. Plenty of people say that the New England coastal towns look Scandinavian, but I doubt if they build such big houses over there.
Yeah, probably not. Europeans tend not to build really big houses, but one of the main reasons for that is there are so many people in Europe over time, right? Communities grew up and like people clustered together. By being together in an area, there's not a lot of space to stay within that area, so you got to do stuff like that's why you had like store with an apartment or something built on top, right? Because you can't build left or right or out in the street or behind the row of buildings behind you, so you got to build up. That's the only direction you can, right? So
I reckon this place was purposely built as a hotel. It's too big for an ordinary house. The owners probably live in some of the rooms. The majority are rented out.
okay. Flagpole, interesting. What's that?
It's not exactly like the Florida or Californian beaches. The water here is way too cold to swim in it for long. I'm not climbing down there without a good reason.
Okay. And other than going up here or examining stuff on the hotel itself, I think this is the last thing. Let me try to make sure. Okay.
The mast is a copy of a flagpole you might see on a big ship. You often get stormy weather coming off the Atlantic, along with powerful gusts of wind. If the hotel owner ain't quick, he can go look for his flags in Canada. Nothing to find.
Alright.
Looks very cozy. I bet you get a fantastic view of the whales from the veranda. But you know, that reminds me of my favorite film, Whales of August. That genius Vincent Price, in a really unusual role. Looks very cozy, but you know...
Okay. Okay, so I guess windows, and then the entrance. Let's look at those really
The
fast.
back room seems to be an office. Desk, files. I don't really like to climb into other people's houses. Well, not without a good reason.
Weird that they had the gear icon for whatever reason, and then also it completely disappears after you click it too. So. Okay, I think that's where we're going to end it for today. Made some pretty good progress, I think. I will remember that I've already developed the film next time, so I'm just going to do over the top of 4, and next time when I load, if I look and see that 5 is this, I'll know, oh, it's the one before. Don't let me forget, though. It's going to be 04 is the one I want. In fact, I wonder if I can delete this. Hang on. Let me see. Can I load and then maybe delete? Let me save first, just to make sure I don't lose my progress to this. Okay, so save. Yep. And then load. Can I? There we go. Yeah, delete save game. There we go. So now I have 4 is here. So I don't need a reminder because I deleted the one that I didn't. So excellent. Yep. All right. Awesome. Wow. Thanks for joining me, Kissa. It was fun. Thanks for giving me some hints, but not giving away the farm, as they say in English. I don't know if you've heard that saying before, but that's what we say, or one of the things you can say when you're trying to say you tell somebody too much information or something, you give away the farm. Also, you also say that in reference to like a deal, like business deal, where you're trying to, you're trying to compromise to find an agreement between two different partners parties in a business arrangement. So you say you don't give away the farm. You're not going to give them too much benefit and you not get enough. You want to try to balance it out. Anyway, same idea. We use it in both of those situations. So, all right. Thanks for watching, Kiss. I appreciate the support, but also, of course, the companionship as I've been playing. It's nice to have somebody to chat to as I do so. Okay, I know it's not your thing, but just as an FYI, in 7 hours, not 8, 7 hours from now, I'll be doing Darkness Within 2. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Take care. Peace.
Poor spider.
This freaking boy. Oh, that's so sad.